Hi, I'm Heather, and this is knitting update number 61 for Sunday, May 3rd. And it has been a while since I've done a video, I guess since Nash Yarn Fest. So yeah, the Yarn Fest was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of nice to spend the whole day there. Yeah, I did the recap, so I'm sure you've seen it and seen my haul and my mom's haul. And so after Nash Yarn Fest, we went to Dollywood. My sister flew in, and then we drove to Pigeon Forge, which is about 3.5 hours from Nashville. And we spent a day at Dollywood and 2 nights at the Dollywood Heart Song Resort, which I 10 out of 10 would recommend. It was a really good experience staying at the resort. And the park was fun too. Unfortunately, I was really sick. I got really sick. Not so much the day of, thankfully, but that night I started throwing up. But I do think I was kind of sick leading up to that, to the actual throwing up. And then I was sick for the rest of the trip, which was a huge bummer. Yeah, so overall, not a great trip, unfortunately. I will say I rented one of the scooters. They have scooters there for rent and transport chairs. I rented the scooter because I didn't think physically I would be able to walk the whole park, and I'm actually super grateful that they had the scooters to rent. I think it was $55 for the whole day, and then on top of that, if you have accessibility needs, they do have an option for you to go and you want to go on the rides. You can go and get an accessibility pass. I forget what it's called, but the person who set me up, you have to get a little bit of training with the scooter. So the person that did my training told me to go get the accessibility pass for the rides. And the great thing about that is you can get right on the rides. You can go up the exit. It's essentially like a fast pass, but you can take up to 5 people with you as long as you're going on the ride. So that kind of worked out well. I only went on 2 rides, and then we also did actually have fast passes because when you stay at the Dollywood Resort, you have the option. They give you the cheapest level of fast pass for free, or it's included in your stay. And I think that means you get up to 5 or 6 rides that you can bypass the line. And it might not be all, it's not maybe all the rides, like the newer rides you don't get access to. Anyways, I don't really remember because I didn't use it. I used the accessibility pass instead. But yeah, it worked out well. So I was really grateful for that. We didn't see as many of the shows, or really any of the shows. Because like I said, I think I wasn't sick at the time, but I think I just wasn't feeling it. Also, unfortunately, I couldn't really eat anything. So I maybe should have known that I wasn't feeling good because I wasn't able to eat much. But my appetite is kind of hit or miss anyways. So it's not totally uncommon for me to not be able to eat a lot. So I didn't really read anything into it, but yeah. Anyways, so I'm back. It's been a week or so. I've still been kind of feeling unwell a little bit since getting back, but for the most part, doing much better. And then also yesterday we went to London, Ontario for Shock Stock, the horror convention. So I just got back from that. Thankfully that went much better. I felt pretty good, and I feel like I was able to do a bit more, or handle doing a bit more, which is great. Also got my nails done. I think they look so pretty. It's been a while. I don't really like getting manicures or having is this biogel or gel nails or whatever. Not super into that, just painting my own nails, but I thought just for a little treat, I found out about this girl, in Hamilton, who does really fun nails, so I wanted to check her out, and she had availability on Friday right before we were going away. So I thought that would be a fun little treat to go get my nails done, and I think she did a great job. I really love it. Yeah, but let me talk about knitting, because I do have some progress. So I didn't knit much on the trip, and then also since I've been back, because I wasn't feeling great, I kind of just took it easy, and I haven't been knitting too much. So I did not finish my vest before the event this weekend, which is what I wanted to make it for, but that's fine. I wasn't making it just for that. I'm making it for life. So I'm kind of in an awkward spot here, but I will show you anyways. So I finished the ribbing on the armholes on both sides. And I'm just finishing up the collar. It's kind of hard to see. I'm doing a sewn bind off on the collar, and then all I have left to do are both the front plackets. So it shouldn't be too much longer. I mean, doing the buttonholes and everything is a little bit stressful, and then sewing on the buttons, but really not too much left to do. And I am a little bit worried about the fit of it now that I have like the ribbing on. I tried it on before that, and everything looked like it fit well, but then I do feel like when you do the ribbing, it can kind of like really shrink things in a little bit. And I also ended up, for the armhole ribbing, I was off by quite a few stitches. I don't remember what I was supposed to pick up versus what I actually did pick up, but it was quite, maybe like 20 or 30 stitches different. But I did use the pickup rate that was recommended, and I liked how it looked, so I just left it, but maybe it will have shrunk it up a little bit. Anyways, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I'll try it on once I'm done. I could try it on now, but I'm not gonna do it right now. But yeah, so that's exciting. It's looking cute. I can't wait to be done it. And then I also got really excited. I bought a pattern from Rayuma Garn. I think that's how you say it. A PDF pattern, but from a Norwegian website, because Rayuma doesn't sell the pattern individually, and if I bought it from their website, I'd have to buy essentially a kit or like 4 skeins of yarn to be able to purchase the pattern, and then it'd be coming from like Copenhagen or something, and I didn't want to do all that. So I found a Norwegian website where you can just buy the PDF pattern in English, and I was so excited for it. I want to use my Noro, the cotton Noro, to make this sweater, and it's like the perfect pattern that I was looking for, and I still have yet to get the pattern emailed to me, so I don't really know what to do about that. I bought the pattern on April 28th, I believe, and now it's May 3rd, so I don't know. I can't really get in touch with them because I don't know the language. I guess I could use Google Translate and just be like, hey, I bought this pattern, when will it be emailed to me? Anyways, it's a whole thing I was really excited for, but anyways, I have lots of stuff to work on. So I do have a couple other, I don't have any more knitting to show, but I do have some like acquisitions that I can show. So I did, before I went to Nash Yarn Fest, Hello Stella did a in-stock drop on her website, and I have this gift card because I did the sample knit for her, and there was a yarn that I kind of wanted to hold off because I knew I was going to Nash Yarn Fest, and I was like, I don't really need to buy more yarn right now, but there was one yarn that I really wanted, and I thought if I don't get it now, I don't know if she'll ever dye it again or if I'll be able to get it again. And I don't know, maybe in a couple months I won't even be that enamored by this, but I just really liked it. So I ordered 3 skeins of this it's fingering weight blue-faced Leicester wool, milled in Ontario, Canada, untreated, so it's non-superwash, 2-ply, and it's 100 grams, aka 400 yards, and this is a colorway emerald, which I just think is so pretty. I think this is the color that I actually wanted instead of the like neon green, but I love this neon green too, but I think like this is actually the color that I was looking for. Like whatever, it doesn't matter. And I think I want to make a long sleeve version of the Lou tee, which I bought yarn for making the short sleeve version at Nash Yarn Fest, the cotton merino. So I think my plan is maybe to do a long sleeve version in this 100% wool, and I think it'd be really nice for like fall. I also have the shorts. I think I showed my jacket or whatever. I have like a shorts and jacket matching set from Meals Clothing, and I think it's pretty much just exactly this color, and so I want it to wear with those shorts. Anyways, so I have 3 skeins of this, and then I also got 2 mini skeins. I got 2 of these, this colorway Mist, and these are just 25 grams or 105 yards. And then I got 1 of this Amethyst. Mini skein, but this one's 50 grams or 200 yards. So I got these as options because the Lou sweater pattern, you have like contrasting just on the edges. So I got these as options, but I could also use them for whatever, color work or whatever. So I think that they look really pretty together. I probably would just choose either the Mist or the Amethyst, I don't know. But that will be a decision for a later day. The other thing is I might not even end up using this emerald to do a long sleeve Lou top. I might just use it for a different fingering weight sweater, maybe held with a mohair, I don't know. But I just love this color. I think it's so pretty. So I got that. And then I also got a sewing fabric acquisition. So I haven't opened it yet. I got this before we went away for the weekend, but I thought, oh, keep it to open when I get back because it'll be nice to have something to look forward to. So I got this. It's not I think it's a scrap pack from Ace and Jig. And I've been using their scrap packs or patch kits to make quilts. So anytime they release a patch kit or a scrap pack, I order them and then I use it. I made a bunch of quilted bags with the last. I've made a full quilt with one of the, or like I ordered 2 or 3 scrap packs, and then the last time I ordered the scrap packs, I didn't have enough to make a full quilt, and then I've been using the blocks that I made to make quilted project bags, which have turned out pretty cute, and I still have more quilt blocks left, and I was hoping to get more scrap packs so I could make maybe a full-size quilt. And then last time they released the patch kits, I wasn't able to order it for whatever reason. I don't know if it was a tariff thing or whatever. I did message them to say, hey, what's up? How come this is available, but I can't order it? And they never got back to me, but like, to be fair, I just sent a message on Instagram. Probably not the best way to do it. But then just recently for Earth Day, they released these mega scrap kits. I don't think it's actually a scrap kit. Anyways, let's open it up. So it's going to be all different fabrics. They had 2 options. I ordered the hoop one, which is more greens and stuff. It's similar to the previous scrap packs I had gotten. And there's another pack called Matter, which is more reds and browns, which also is really nice. I was really tempted to get both, but they were really expensive this time around, and it is 2 yards of fabric, but I didn't think I could justify buying 2 packs. It just seemed a little crazy, and I think one will be enough that I can finish a quilt. So let's open it. Also, can I just say this? I don't know how this happened, but I ordered this, I think, on Thursday morning in the early, like, 6 a.m. hour, and it got to my house by Friday. And I don't know how that happened because it's coming from the States. Anyways, it's coming from the US. It did get shipped with DHL, but I've never had that where something comes in a day. I don't know. So here's the pack. It does come with this. I'm a little bit bummed because the scrap packs came with those tiny, I don't know, cord, like sewn cord. This time it came, I knew it was going to come with this bigger strap. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Anyways, that you can use as a belt. But I like the other one better because I could use it as a drawstring for my bag without having to make the little drawstrings, which is a huge pain in the butt, and I don't think I'll actually do it. Like, I only used it because it came like that. But you get a belt, essentially. I mean, the fabric is so cute, so I'm not going to complain. But let's see what other fabrics came in here. So some of these I didn't get in the fabric pack before. They're totally different, and then some are the same. So there's this nice pink and blue. And the other nice thing is most of the fabrics are somewhat reversible. Somewhat. I mean, they are reversible. You could use either side, but maybe you don't want to use like the back side of this one, which is less contrast and just more pink. It's so cute. So it's nice to have. It gives you so many more options. Let's see. This is the one that I was getting it for. I believe that this one is called Clover, but I could be wrong. So nice. That one does have 2 options, which is nice. I'm gonna fold all these up. Okay, then there's this striped one, which I do believe I had in the other pack. This one I kind of like the slightly more muted side, but both sides are nice. They're not really my favorite colors, either of those, but when you're making a quilt, like, does that really matter? It's kind of just about combining different stuff, in my opinion. And then there's this yellow one. This is cool. I don't have this one. Nice yellow on yellow. And also the fabrics are kind of like varying weights. They're not all, some are like kind of on the heavier side. Some are more lightweight and gauzy. Like this one's a little bit lighter, which I find is fun too, to have different textures when you're making a quilt. Oh, then there's this one, which I do have this. I think this one's the same on both sides, or it's maybe a slightly different texture. And this one's very gauzy. I like that one. The grid. And then this is the same, but just a different colorway. It's cute. And they're also all different sizes. I do feel like if you wanted to, you could make yourself like a patchwork top or pants or, you know, whatever. 2 yards of fabric is like a pretty decent amount. I don't know if it's exactly 2 yards or how that works, but here's a nice blue and green. Kind of like the pink and blue one, the first one that I showed. And then, let's see, just 2 more left, I think. Oh, yikes. Oh, this is one. Okay, this is a fancy one. So that's the one side. And then that's the back side. So that's too bad. I wish that these were actually 2 different ones, but they are together. I mean, it's kind of cool, but feels like could be one. I really like the plaid side actually, but they're both nice. The black side is cool too. And that like shed, this last one just shed like crazy. You can see all the strings and it shed everywhere, all over my chair. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's fun. Now I can finish my quilt or make a quilt. Oops. Yeah, here's all the fabrics. I think it's a pretty good selection. And then you also get, like I said, the belt. Let me just get my quilted bag to show. So I made a couple. In case you don't remember, I made this envelope pouch style one. And I made this. So these are the drawstrings. Like, I'm not gonna make those myself, but that's my nice drawstring style one. And then I also have this with the applique. I still have to make the straps for this one. I was gonna do a drawstring and then I decided to maybe make it more like a tote bag. I could use this, but this is pretty flimsy. But I could cut these and make them into straps, which could work pretty well. But yeah, so that's my haul. That's my haul. Those are my recent acquisitions, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get back to more sewing, make a quilt, and knitting. Hopefully I'll finish my vest soon. It seems to be going well, so I'm sure I will finish it soon. But yeah, that's it. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a video. Like I said, it was a lot being sick and traveling and then coming home, and I just didn't have a lot to talk about because I hadn't been really knitting anything. But that's my video for today, and maybe I will see you tomorrow or in the next couple days.